Day there, YouTube subscribers. New video here. We got this Galaxy 2517 in from a customer down south. Basically, the complaint is he apparently sent this radio out to somebody and they were supposed to HiFi mod it, and he feels it's not really HiFi modded. That seems to be the going craze these days on CB radio. People are really looking for a more pleasurable, more enjoyable experience in the hi-fi arena. I know I have. I've really gotten into that here in the last 3 or 4 years, playing around with the hi-fi stuff, and I really enjoy it on my base station here, no doubt. But what we got here is this Galaxy, and I'm really going to say that it's not hi-fi modded. I have not went into the internals yet. I haven't taken the lids off or nothing like that, but just preliminary assessments, looking at stuff on the meters and things of that nature. It really doesn't seem like there's really been much done on it, except for maybe some type of swing mod. The reason I say that is just what I'm seeing on my meters and my scope. So what we're going to start off with is, we'll start off with the good old bird meter. I've got a 50 watt slug in there, and it's I'd say it's about a 2 watt dead key. Yeah, going about 12. Now that's kind of a lazy 12, because as you've seen, it kind of rested at 10 and then creeped its way up to 12. So I got to figure out what they did inside this radio. Now the RMS peak over here, we're on the 100 watt scale. Oh yeah, it's a little over 40, and we're probably not going to do better on that ourselves. What we're going to end up doing is probably majorly cleaning up the audio and cleaning up that RMS lazy swing. Now I'm going to inject a 1K tone into it, and we've got the scope already fired up. And as you see, that's our reference signal. So we have a reference going, and this is just showing something really kind of strange, but we'll go with it anyways. So there you go. Now no hi-fi radio is going to look like that. And I sat here and kind of played with the mic gain and stuff like that, trying to clean it up some, but it doesn't matter. Those negatives are flat across no matter where I put it at, and I can semi-round out the positives, but it's nothing really that spectacular. So let's see if we can't clean it up just a little bit. We'll halfway to mic, and as you see, it's still blocky, and that's that's halfway, and we've got some kind of anomaly going on there in the negatives. So in all reality, I'm going to take this guy, and we're going to put it about 9 o'clock. Let's see if we get something out of it there. See what happens here. So as you see, at least we got something going on with the negatives. It's still not kind of right, but we're still flat topping on the positives. So I mean, it's just horrible. So we're going to go inside this thing. He wants to receive, he wants to transmit. So we're going to go in here, plus we're going to realign it. I really haven't checked frequency yet. So at least they got that part right. So he's very close there. Nothing to complain about there. So we're just going to go through the radio and see what we can do. Receive and transmit hi-fi modding it in the way I mod out radios. So we'll be back. Alright, it's pretty much just what I expected on this Galaxy radio. Somebody took this guy. It's not been hi-fi modded. Yes, it has had some mods done on it, but they didn't do hi-fi mods. And actually down here by the regulator, somebody's trying to be a little sneaky, but they did the good old truck stop swing kit in it. That's what I call them. It's supposedly a form of an MPC mod. I don't know how well you can see. Let me flash a little light down there. But as you see, there's a little rectifying diode attached to a resistor down there. And for one, a rectifying diode is not really the right thing to be used in these radios. I mean, I'm not trying to tell technicians how to do their stuff, but that's the wrong thing to do right there. And I see this all the time. I see radios coming in here all the time, and that's why you've seen that bird meter get real lazy after it got over 10 watts. Now the only other thing is he did get some type of receive mod. Somebody's put the Scotty diodes in here. They've changed out the main receive chip to a 222. The noise blanker, it's all been kind of changed out, but it's not been hi-fi. No cap changes have been done on this radio. I've went through the whole radio, couldn't find anything else changed except for them few components. Plus, he still has the stock filter in here, the 455H. You know, if you want to go 6 kilohertz wide, you're looking for the F. You know, plus the various cap changes that need to be done. So something was done on it. They might have claimed it was a hi-fi mod, but it was not that at all. We'll be back with an update. Alright, we're back with the 2517 Galaxy with the HiFi Mods. We did receive, transmit, got rid of some of this other crap mods that were done in this radio. Somebody did attempt to do somewhat of a hi-fi mod to it, so he didn't totally get lied to from the last tech, you know, and I really don't want to blast nobody. He just did things a little bit differently than I did. You know, some of the caps that he changed in here, instead of going with titaniums or something of that nature, he went with electrolithics, and they're not even mono or anything like that, so, or passives, I'm sorry. But this is all the stuff we've yanked out the radio. The old 3 kilohertz filter has been changed out to 6. All the cap changes that needed to be done to the values I do. Resistors. Took out the MPC mod. Very, very bad thing to do. I see this a lot. This seems to be a thing for the truck stops to do, where they put a rectifier diode in there. Really, I mean, it's a crap mod. Doesn't work real well. I mean, it gives you a lot of distortion if that's what you want. People think distortion's loudness, and that's not really the case. But we got the radio banging out now. Oh, reference signal's a little low. I've only got 2 hands, but we're going to go with it like that for right now. But just to give you a quick demo of the scope, you know, a lot better. A lot better. Negatives look a lot better. They're not flatlining all the way across. I've got the mic gain at 12 o'clock, so there's no BS in there. You know, it's really, really going to look good, especially once he gets whatever audio equipment he's going to use into it. So let's get down into let's turn the signal generator off here, and let's get down to the brass tacks here. So like I said, my gain's at 12 o'clock. I mean, normally that's about what you need these radios at. Anything more than that, I mean, yeah, it's going to get a little nasty, but you know, that's the nature of the beast with these export radios. These export radios are really, really, they're a little, you know, on the trashy side, so it takes a little bit to clean them up. But let's get down to the brass tacks here. Let's see where we're at. Still with the 50 watt slug in there. What do we got? So we're on the center scale, so about 2 watt dead key is where it's sitting at right now. Mic gain 12 o'clock. Oh yeah, 14 bird. So you know, it's at 14 bird, and there's no lazy needle there either, like the last mod that was in it. I don't do an MPC mod myself per se. I got the damn no, I got the camera right. But you know, that's where it's at. And let's go over here to RMS peak. Oh yeah. So like I said, the peak really wasn't going to change a whole heck of a lot, which normally doesn't happen once somebody's been in here modifying. Here's bird peak. So there's your 50 in the corner. So, you know, RMS peak's a little different, but I like to look at everything. I really like to tune for that split, but, you know, everybody wants to see peak these days. In my honest opinion, it's more how the radio is going to drive an amplifier than it is going to show you by itself. But here's a 100 watt slug in there. That's what I changed out. We're back on, still on bird peak. Oh, yeah. So a good 51, maybe 52 out of it. And like I said, about 14 bird. Now, I set the radio up so it don't dead key over 5. That would be crazy nonsense for a radio to dead key over 5. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it set at. We'll double check it though. Should be 5 watt dead key. Okay, it's right hair over 5. But I mean, this is what you'll get out of it at 5. Oh yeah, 22. And that's the nature of these radios, though. But like I said, I don't tend to like to run them there. It's probably going to sound its best at anywhere from 1 watt to 2, depending on his amplifiers. Oh yeah, one. So good 14. 1, 2, 1, 2. Audio. So I mean, it's going to be a very nice radio. Audio. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, breaker, audio. So it's going to be a nice radio, man. Dead nuts on frequency. I can say that the last shop that you had it at definitely got a little frequency. So I hope you enjoy your radio. We're going to button this thing up, and I'm going to put it on the air and see if I can't talk to a few fellas. Y'all have a super fine one. Stickman, and I'm gone.